Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me, Adisa, the Alpha Empath. Mute yourself, lady. Yeah, go ahead and mute yourself.
Where is it here?
Yeah, because I'm getting feedback.
Okay.
Yes. So, guys, it's me, Adisa, the Alpha Empath. I don't know what's happening with this, but I got to get this off of here. Can you hear me? Lady, can you hear me? Oh,
Yes, I
that's
can
so much
hear you.
better.
Can you still hear
That's
me?
so much better. Okay, you
Okay.
guys. So, I have here with me today, Lady Brennan. And Lady and I just finished one of my 4D sessions, and she had some major breakthroughs. And let me tell y'all something about Lady. When she first contacted me, she is one of the members of the Evolution of Empath. And she said she's been following me and peeping me out for about a good, what, 4 months?
Almost, yeah, about 4 months.
About four
About four
months.
months.
And she decided to finally invest in her own healing. And she signed up for my new member 4D coaching special. And she got some major breakthroughs. And in fact, her breakthroughs were so profound. I said, oh my God, she's dealing with some stuff that probably a lot of you guys are dealing with. And I just forgot, you know, that you deal with that kind of stuff. So I wanted to go through over some of those breakthroughs that we had today. So
Yes.
just in case you're experiencing them, you know, they can help you. So lady, why don't you tell the people about some of the breakthroughs that you had, okay?
The one of the major breakthroughs that I did have is I've been going through a lot of things, going through a lot of things with my health and different things, and I've been transitioning, I guess, into a new life and not really knowing I'm moving into a new life and a new space and a new spiritual life, but not really understanding it. And today I got a full understanding that all of the rest that I've been getting and all of these messages that I've been getting to lay down and to recharge, and that I've been feeling lazy. I've been feeling like I was, not doing enough. I've been feeling like I'm just not in touch with myself. Adisa helped me realize today that it's not me being lazy. That is not me, giving up on myself. It's not me procrastinating. It is my divine feminine energy needing rest, that
Yes,
I've
yes,
been
yes.
all my life I've been producing and been, I'm a single parent. So of course I'm always worried about finances and bills and producing. And she helped me be able to balance that today, to realize that I'm not being lazy. I'm not just losing my mind. I need genuine rest. I need genuine recharging. I need to tap into my feminine energy and allow the universe to recharge me and stop being in the hustle and bustle of everything, thinking that I have to produce, when I need to tap into my feminine energy, rest, and allow the universe to do what it does for all of us.
Right, right, right. So the first session that I had with Lady, I revealed some of her toxic relationships. And she told me this morning, she said, that first session, I was in my feelings. And if you've ever been in a session with me, you know that I will put you in your feelings big time.
Yeah.
But what she did is she went back and she thought about what I said. And she said, you know what? Let me stop accepting illusions. And as empaths, a lot of us accept illusion relationships. We see the best in people. So instead of seeing the reality of how they're treating us, we'll see what they can be, the potential of what they can be, and we will hold on to that, even though their actions are showing the reality of who they're choosing to be. So I kind of broke down all of her relationships and let her know, hey, you deserve a lot better. But this morning, and I need to talk about this, Lady was being really hard on herself because she said, you know what? I'm just been napping, I've been sleeping, and I'm being so lazy. And I thought, no, no, no. When you have been in masculine energy for so long, work, 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 produce, pay bills, take care of everything, don't take care of me, and spirit starts switching you over into feminine energy, it is going to feel like you're being lazy. I promise you. I went through it. I went through a year and a half of just fucking resting and sleeping. I promise you I did. But then spirit came to me and said, hey, how long have you worked? How long have you produced? And I was like, okay, over 40 years or so. Over 40 years or
Yep.
so. And then Spirit said, well, how dare you feel guilty for resting a year when you have been working nonstop for over 40 years? I started
Yep.
working as a child, being a surrogate mom to my mother's children. Now I know that in a household, the oldest child helps out with the youngest child, but it put me into my masculine energy. I did not have a childhood. I did not have a childhood. So your childhood is supposed to submit your feminine energy, but I was denied that. I was denied that. So I never knew what it felt like to rest. And to rest is feminine. It is
Mm.
feminine, completely feminine. And I was
Okay.
telling Lady, one of the things that she needs to do to get into her feminine energy very, very quickly is to fast. Fast, because going into a fast, shutting down your digestive tract, it causes your body to get into feminine energy. Your body needs to
Yes.
get out of masculine energy and to get into feminine energy. And then you need to
Yes.
balance it. There is hardly anybody that is lacking masculine energy. What is happening is our masculine energy is tired and overworked and uninspired because the masculine is supposed to serve the feminine, but you are not in tune with your feminine. So your masculine can't serve you. So your masculine is therefore uninspired. You got to get into your feminine energy at all costs. And feminine energy is not just for women. It's not just for women. I don't want my son to work until he dies of a heart attack or has a stroke or wants to jump off a bridge or some stuff. I want him to work for his feminine desire. What do you
Absolutely.
want, son? What causes you to be passionate? I want you to choose that first. And then when you
Yes.
find that, cleave to it. Cleave to your passion, cleave to your feminine desire, and then build around it. That is what we're all supposed to do. And one of the things that Lady discussed today, she was the cutest thing, y'all. She was the cutest thing. We were talking about a cheating masculine energy, and she was saying my masculine energy doesn't want to be around anybody right now. And I
Yeah.
told her, do you remember what I told you, Lady? Do you
Yes.
remember? Yes, I told her, I said, listen, your masculine energy is acting like a rabid dog.
Yeah.
And it's like barking at everybody that tries to get close because your masculine energy does not trust you. And it shouldn't trust you because every time your feminine energy made a choice, it made a choice for it to survive instead of thrive. And your masculine energy is tired of getting you out of situations of survival. It is time for
Very
your
true.
feminine energy to wisen up and know how to choose and what to pick to be in its life. And then your masculine energy doesn't have to work so hard. Once a woman, now I am talking about gender, but once a woman, and I described it to her, I said, listen, your masculine and feminine energy are like a woman that has a beautiful countenance, a beautiful body. And then she goes outside, not understanding her power, and she exposes her beauty and her body to the whole world without knowing how to protect it. So then her husband comes out and says, I gotta fight and I gotta risk my life every day because this woman does not know how to be responsible for her own power.
Yep.
Masculine energy gets tired of doing that. Now, masculine energy should be able to do that, but to do it all the time, no. At some point, you have to learn how to be wise and be use wisdom with your power. This beauty is a responsibility. It
Yep.
really is. It's shit. Not only is this beauty a responsibility, this damn booty is a responsibility too.
Yeah.
And you have to learn how to choose what is right that's going to serve you and bring you into a state of thriving. Stop choosing love that only keeps you surviving. And that's something that Lady revealed about herself today. She was like, oh my God, it just
Yes.
dawned on me. I keep choosing relationships that I can just survive a little bit because they're loving me a little bit. She said that. And I just thought, lady, I just want to let you know the revelations that you found today were like totally inspiring for me. I
Yes.
love your breakthroughs. I love your commitment to your own healing and your own growth. And I
Yes.
admire your courage because healing and learning how to love yourself is probably going to be one of the hardest battles that any of us face. Any of us.
Absolutely.
Any of us. But it's worth it. It is so worth it. We have a comment over here. Let me see who this is. This is hello, Petra. How are you, honey? She says feminine energy is hard for some men because the society and the parentals push on them from birth is so strong that they are not sure how to feel sometimes. She's absolutely right about that. Petra, you're
Yes.
absolutely right about that. As I said, I allow my son to be in his feminine energy for the first 8 years of life. That is extremely important because for those first 8 years of life, your children are figuring out who they are, what they desire, and what they like. And they already know it because they came in here as new spirits. And not new as in new energy, because energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's not. It just transforms to one thing or the next. So when I look at my child, I look at it as an ancestor coming back to teach me a lesson. I learned from
Mm.
my son. I learned from my son. I don't allow my son to think he don't know shit. He just came from the spirit realm. He probably know a lot more shit than I know. I'm the
Yeah.
one that's been over here and forgot half the shit. So
Yeah.
I treat my son like one of my ancestors. I really, really do. And I honor his wisdom. Now, his humanity, I guide his humanity because not only is he spirit, he's also a human. So that little boy in him, I guide that little boy in him and I protect that little boy in him. But I allow him and I allow his spirit to be set free because I want him to remember his assignment and what he came here to do. So when we have our children and we put them in that mindset that you are a child and you don't know shit and they just came from spirit realm, you fucking your children up.
Mm.
You're fucking them up. And we need to stop doing that. I love you guys and I will talk to you soon. Lady, thank you so much for speaking your truth. Is there anything you want to say before I shut down?
Just want to. I just want to say from a place of like complete, like to anyone that's watching, anyone that's going through anything, the last 2021 for me was a life changer and a game changer on more ways than I was spiritually and mentally and emotionally prepared to handle. And I went through a lot this year, but I never gave up on myself. And I made sure that I took my healing into my own hands. And I made sure every day I prayed, I sacrificed, I did the shadow work, I did the work. I'm not saying this just because she asked me to be on here. I am telling you, if you're serious about your healing, if you're serious about really, really doing the work that you need, that you know that your spirit that you need, I am a tough cookie. And I had done everything I possibly knew how to do with my extra smart self. I had did everything in my power before Adisa posted something Sunday in the group that ignited my spirit, that made me say, you know what? I've been following this woman's post for about 4 months. Today is the day that I step up to the plate and actually the same way I invest in shoes and clothes and purses and hair, let me invest something into my healing because I'm not passing this shit on to my children. I'm not passing this on to my lineage, to my grandkids. I'm not passing this on to my boys, my two sons, and have them choose an unhealed woman because they're raised by an unhealed woman. The sacrifice is worth it. That's in me, and I mean that in complete sincerity. Just the few sessions I've had with her, she's in 2 sessions, she's given me enlightenment that I could not find on my own. That I know for a fact it would have took months of therapy to get, and we found it in spirit together.
We did. I got goosebumps when you were saying that. I got
Yes,
chills all up and down my body when you said, I will not allow my sons to choose a woman that's unhealed because that's all they saw. I felt that. I felt that and I honor that. I love you and I love the people that are watching and I will see
thank
you
you.
guys soon. Okay, bye-bye. And I'll
Goodbye.
talk to you. You got to call me for that session, lady. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, talk to
Okay.
you soon. Bye.
Okay.